Thanksgiving. I am excited to be off work. So I wanted to do a live. You can see how messy my bead room. That drives me nuts every time, but do I clean it up? No. But hopefully you're having a relaxing weekend. I know it's Black Friday. There's tons of good bead sales out there. I might have hit one or two already. So hopefully you all are having fun with buying some new beads. I had a very low-key, relaxed Thanksgiving with just my mom and now two dogs. So we have Goldie, and the new baby is named Opal. So she is the sweetest little thing. She's still not potty trained yet though, but we're getting there. Um she's just so sweet. And the funny thing is she reminds me so much of Goldie, but she's like completely different. Like she just goes floppy when you pick her up. And then she'll like just lay in your arms. She's so cute. She's actually on a walk with my mom right now because she likes walking on the leash. Goldie does not like walking on the leash. So glad you're here today. Hi Lori. Hi Christy. We're gonna be doing some jewelry, but I wanted to show you the new things that went into my shop today. I have tons of beads sitting in this house waiting to go in the shop, but I'm just one person, so I can only get a few in at a time. But I did get several items in last night and today. I am not running a Black Friday sale because I'm not Amazon. I'm not Walmart, but they're very reasonably priced, and I did put a bunch of vintage Czech glass in there. I still have tons more to get in, so between now and the next several months, it'll all be trickling in there. I'm going to be making a project with some of the items that I put in and some items that have already been in the shop. Oh, we've got a friend coming to see you. Want to see your friends? Come here. We've got a friendly fuzzy who wants to hang out. I think she's kind of happy that her sister's out on a walk with her mom or with grandma right now. She is doing really, really well with the new puppy, but sometimes she just wants her space. She has snapped just like 2 times at the puppy, but that was when the puppy was like in her face trying to get a little bit too much attention. So she's still mommy's girl. Look how cute you are. She's very fluffy. The other dog has very short hair, and this one's just a fluff monster. So anyway, I'm going to show you some cool stuff. Hopefully that's why you tuned in, and then we're going to make some cool stuff today. I have a necklace in mind, but you never know what's going to happen. Hey, Katie, glad you're here. Ooh, I'm seeing more comments that I missed. Is it Anissa? Drinking tea. Yeah, I don't have any tea today. I need to go to the grocery store, and I actually forgot my water. It's in the other room. So anywho, hi Lynn, glad you're here too. So I'm going to show you some of the new things that just dropped. I do combine shipping, so I'm putting new stuff in tomorrow too. And probably none of the orders that are placed today, there's already been a couple orders today, none of those are shipping until Monday. So if you want to shop throughout the weekend, have at it, and I'll combine your shipping and combine your items. So like, let's say your first order is like $6 shipping, and then your second order is $6 shipping. I will only charge you the actual amount to ship your items. So, and then I'll refund the rest to you. These are some fun things. I actually just saw that some of these just sold. These are some ceramic beads. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're focal size. And these are hand painted ceramic beads. I think they're vintage. They are in the shop. You get 9 on this. I think it's almost like an 8-inch strand. Most of the items I have are either 6-inch or 8-inch strands. They're the vintage Czech or ceramic. Yeah, this is an 8-inch strand. Look at how beautiful. This is my strand, so I'm going to keep this one. Hi, Kari. So look how beautiful this is. It's got that beautiful red, like brick red, almost cranberry, because that's like my color right now. It's cranberry finish glaze on them. And then here's a neutral. So this one's got like spots, little bits of green and brown and cream and tan, and it's really, really pretty. So those are the 2 ceramic items that made it into the shop. I did get some new metal beads into the shop, 4 different strands. I think I have some more, but they're not going in right now. So this is, we have I think these are 10 millimeters, and they're like little flowers. So we have antique copper plated and antique brass plated. And the fun thing about these they're like Southwestern to me, but anybody can use these. They're floral. I just love them. It's I think an 8-inch strand, but you get a bunch of beads on there, and they're pretty good price. And then I have antique copper and antique brass plated in this like square shape flower. Isn't that fun? Definitely perfect for any Southwestern or floral items. So we have those in the 2 colors. Those are in the shop as well. Now we're gonna get to the good stuff. So Czech glass, I did put a bunch of Czech glass in there. I did put ones that I'm gonna be using in today's show. I don't know if we're gonna be using these in today's show, but they're so just intrinsically Brittany that I had to put them in the shop. This is, I don't, dang it, I didn't bring my caliper in here, but I think they're 13 or 14 millimeter, but look at them. These are vintage. They have a really cool pattern on it, almost tribal. So you can paint these, you can stain them, you can do whatever, but I would just make a really cool bracelet out of them because I love that color. So those are in the shop. Love those. This would be great for earrings. A lot of the stuff I'm showing you today is vintage, not being made anymore. And a lot of it came from when I went to Chicago and did those Whatnot shows. Speaking of Whatnot, I will be doing a Whatnot show tomorrow for Small Business Saturday. I haven't set it up yet, but I think it's going to be either probably like same time around like 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm not quite sure. So I'll get that up in a little bit and I'll post links to it on all social media. This is not Czech, but it's a new color of the crow beads. I have it in several other colors and 2 different sizes. There's so this size, I think this color in orange, and then I have them in a red and a blue, I think in a little bit larger size. So these are made in India. They have a larger hole and then you get a 22-inch strand. That's really fun. Beautiful teal color. These are some of my favorites. I did get quite a few of these when I was in Chicago because obviously it's my favorite color, but they're these Saturn beads. Typically the Saturn beads are super expensive and I'm talking like 6 beads for maybe like $5. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. But this is a longer strand. I can't remember. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 beads on this strand. And they're vintage. Now the fun thing about this is, I don't know if you can tell, this is 2 different colors. So there's a beautiful aqua turquoise, and then we've got a peridot green in there mixed together. Love those. Remember the lady who brought in the check at Jewel School for Trees? I brought it and need more. If you can, send me either an email or a private message with a picture. Maybe I can help you find them. Yeah, I love this color too, Christine. I bought a lot of these, so there's a lot in the store, and I'm keeping several strands for myself. Yeah, I'm so glad you like them, Kari, because a lot of these are the things that I showed when I was in Chicago. So if you want to pick up some more, they're in my shop at turquoise.streetbeads.com. These are some beautiful black turbines. The pictures actually don't do them justice on my site. I just kind of put them in quickly. These are so beautiful. I love these so much. We're going to be using these today, and that's kind of why I wore the black and tan, because we're going to be using that color palette. Aren't these gorgeous? It's a whole strand. I did battle with myself piecing out some of these beads, and because a lot of people don't want to pay for a short strand like $8, $10, but when we're thinking along the lines of these are vintage Czech glass and these are vintage prices, these would be a lot more now. So I did put the whole strand in there. I can't remember the price I put on them. I know one's a little bit more expensive than the other. I get it. It's not in everybody's budget, but there are beads in every single budget in my store. I try and get really good deals and bring those to you guys. All right, so love these. We're gonna be using those today. What else do I have? Oh, these red table cut beads. Absolutely gorgeous. They're kind of, they're not quite round. They're like swirled, but around the middle there's a table cut, and they're Picasso on the part that's not table cut. So it's like a 6-inch strand. I think there's like 15 beads. Look how well it matches my coral ring. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. That's in the shop. These are just so cool. I really wanted to show them in the live today because the pictures are not the best. Like, I'm using an iPhone, guys. So these are 6mm fire polish. They're black, but then they have like some kind of coating on them that's cream. So I thought they would look really nice with this dress that I'm wearing. And I put those, I think these are in the shop for like $4 for 25 beads. So lots of those. We are using those today. Oh, shout out to my oldest friend, Amy. She and I have been friends since I was 6 years old. She sent this ring to me for my birthday, and she sent me a matching necklace. The ring and the necklace were painted by her. She's an artist, and she makes her art into jewelry sometimes. And I was just like, the best thing that could have ever happened. She sent me jewelry for my birthday. All right, this I put in the shop in 2 different ways because not everybody wants to pay. I put for the same, like a whole strand of these, right? So you get 8 beads, but these are all focals, and we all know how big and how much glass 24 millimeters is with Czech glass, and these are vintage. They have that Picasso finish on them. This strand is $14, but I did put them in the shop to be bought individually if you'd like. And we're going to be using these today. So that's why I wanted to make sure I had 2 different ways that you can purchase them. Okay, they're gorgeous. Heavy Picasso on that turquoise. Like it looks like an earth, doesn't it? So lovely. So lovely. And then I have these in the shop. They're not brand new in the shop, but I wanted to showcase them because they're some of my favorites. These are solid brass. This is an ankh. Okay, so like an Egyptian shape. And then there are like nice little carvings on, and it's double-sided. We might get to make something with that today. And then a cute little Buddha. He might be the focus. I have a couple focals today just to see what we get into. So I love, I love Buddhas. Tomorrow's the day of Buddhas. I'm going to be putting those in the shop tomorrow and tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't get them in today, but like I said, if you are into Buddhas like I am, or you see something new pop up in the shop that you didn't get into your other order, I do combine shipping. Anything bought today, tomorrow, and Sunday, I'll combine shipping. So we have this little Buddha. We have this vintage carved eagle, and this is, I want to say it's horn. It's not bone. It feels like plastic, but it's horn. And he's so cool. And then these are not in the shop yet, but they will be in the shop tomorrow or tonight. Who knows? It's going to be a 4-piece of these little Buddhas. They're so cute. They're so cute. They're so happy. I just love them so much. And then I put in a bunch of the hamsas or hand little charms. You get 4 pieces. So I have them in several colors. And these are Czech glass. Oh. This one's a mustard. Now I will say the color showing here is much more true to color than the color that's showing in the shop. I could not get the color right, and I did put a disclaimer in the listing, but this one is a mustard, matte mustard with a gold wash, and these come in sets of 4. I have a mustard with a heavy Picasso, so you can't see a lot of the yellow, but it is there. It's more of like a brown, very rustic. I love these so much. Now, I will say the hole goes from left to right at the top. Okay, it does not go up down in the bead. So it kind of hangs more like a pendant. So if you're thinking about using these as a focal, you can use them as a pendant. You wire wrap them as an earring, but I want to show them on today's show because sometimes beads like that can be a little intimidating in how you're going to string them, right? Then I just have okay, so we saw a pattern developing here. Then I just have a mustard. So the other one had the gold. This one just has mustard, no gold on it. I promise I did get other colors, but not many. And then I have, I think, one other mustard. Hopefully I put it in the bucket here. Yes, I did. This one's so cool. I love it. And again, these come in packs of 4. This one's mustard with a black. So cool. So cool. Very fall, winter. All right. And that actually is going to go really well with these mustard magnesite beads that I have in the shop. These are 10 millimeter. Yeah, Deb, they are good stuff. 10 millimeter magnesite beads. Really great price on this full strand. Love those. Those are dyed, obviously. I still have some more hamsas. Now this is a black with like a Picasso luster. So each one, I did put in the description that the finish on the front could be very different from bead to bead. So like the one on this one, I can't tell if it's right or left on your screen. This one's got a little bit more shiny. This one's a little bit darker, but they're the same and they're all random pick. I have these in 2 more colors for today. This one's so gorgeous, very Egyptian looking. And if you're not sure of what the meaning of the evil eye or the hamsa is, it's a very nice protective symbol. Beautiful navy with a gold wash. I love those. These are mine, but there are some in the shop. I did keep some of every color because I'm obsessed with these. These are not vintage, by the way. If they're vintage, I'll mark it in the listing or in the title. And then this one's one we're going to be using today. It's a cream with a black. Obviously, we're seeing like a theme. Beautiful black wash on those to bring out all the different features of that bead. This is the last new strand that's in there for today. I might have missed a couple. Oh, no, there's new lava beads in there. I think there are a couple things that I didn't bring in. Sorry, I'm like looking up, I'm thinking. This one's in there today. It's a new turbine bead, and it's got that satin glass on the inside. And I don't know if there's like a Picasso on the outside, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a stunning bead. I think these are 10 by 11 millimeter. I don't know why it's not focusing, but absolutely gorgeous. And then these are some, my birthstone. I wanted to be, no worries. I'm sorry I'm killing you. I'm sorry. Beautiful citrine. These are 12 millimeter. This is my birthstone, so I had to get that in there. These have been in the store, but they're such a great price that I wanted to show them again because I can't believe they're still in there. I've been selling a lot of them, but there's still more left, and I actually might do more with this because I love my birthstone. I love it so much. And then a couple other beads that I never really showed on a live. Look at these fun rainbow agate. Aren't those gorgeous? I think these are 12 millimeter. Absolutely beautifully dyed rainbow agate. I have 10 and 8 millimeter carnelian. I'm a sucker for carnelian. Love that. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that looks with this ankh. Oh, so pretty. Or look how gorgeous it looks with the little Buddha. Oh, and my ring. So you have coral. You know that coral's going to go with your darker carnelian. These are fun. They're dyed magnesite, but I got them in 2 different shapes. We have them in these flowers. I love making beaded chain with these flowers, and you can actually put like a 4 millimeter crystal in the middle. You can use them as a bead frame. Very good price on those. And then we have these awesome snake beads in a multicolor. Only other thing I think, oh, I have these. They're chevron glass beads. They're a little bit longer than the ones that I typically have in there. And then I showed these last time, but I didn't make anything with them, so maybe we'll make something today. These gorgeous focals. Beautiful. These are horn, batik horn beads. So, tons of really fun stuff. I want to get making because that's my favorite thing to do. Here are just a sneak peek of some of the things that might make it in tomorrow. We've got other Buddha beads. Got mustard. I've got black with iridescent. Like, look how fun these are. These will be by probably 4 packs. Yeah, me too, Kathy. Thank you so much. And then here's some sneak peeks. These are all vintage. So we've got this really cool shape. Deb just released a piece that she made with these. Look at these. These look like little mints that I remember my grandparents giving me. We've got some really cool like green Picasso beads. And then these are, I think, John called these like stovepipe brown or something. I can't remember, but beautiful vintage beads. I love them. So those are all going in tomorrow. And I thought here's a couple of my handmade stars. I thought some of these would look pretty good with some of the items I'm showing today. So let's get you down to the mat and then go through this big pile of beads and see what the heck we're gonna make. I did have some things in mind, but you know, who knows? Let's hold on. We're gonna move you down. I don't know if I can. Sorry, it's like my first day on the planet. Just kidding. All right, let's see if I can flip the camera. There we go. Here's all the beads that I just had. Let me know in the comments if there was something that you saw that you're just like, oh, I want to see her make with that. But I want to see me make with all of these, because do you see like a color theme, like turquoise and red and mustard, like my favorite colors ever. So I'm going to put out my pieces, my pendant pieces. I really did have this guy in mind when I was designing in my brain. And then I was thinking like these hamsas. Yeah, they are yummy, Lynn. And I was thinking, these. And then look how gorgeous. Like everything just goes really well together. I had so much fun, like I did not get to shop as much as I wanted to when I was in Chicago, but I still was able to bring back 1,900 strands. And I got to tell you, not even a fraction of that has made it into the shop yet. Not those. Let's see. And then the other thing I had in mind was like those three together I love. But I also loved these cream beads with the red beads. These guys. This guy. I don't know. It's just lots going on. Or we could just move. I don't know. We could just eyeball it, I guess. Oh, and I also thought, where did I put the like these little Buddhas that are going to go in tomorrow. Jasmine says, any tips for crafters that want to start selling their jewelry? You know, that's difficult for me because I don't really sell my jewelry. I need to. I have so much in the house. But I would just start posting it on like everywhere you can, like Facebook, Instagram, and be consistent. And people are going to find you. Make sure you're doing hashtags, things like that. And then if you wanted, like I think markets can be very scary because especially for people who haven't done them before. So I would try to sell online before and like develop a following before trying to do a market. But then maybe in your area, a market would be easier. I just don't know. I'm so bad at getting my jewelry into my shop. I just don't know how to really help in that area. All right, so let's see. I want to do this guy. I think I love these. I love those. I should have grabbed some just black beads, but I didn't really think about that. Oh, I have these black. Ooh, these are in my shop too. I don't know how many are left. We have these black and white beads. Those might actually work a little bit better than the cream ones. Let's see. All right, I'm thinking. What if we change this? Oh, okay. I forgot. I wanted to tie in these. I was like, where's the bead that I'm missing? It was these, duh. Those are the ones I was like super wanting to use today. Okay. My brain kind of went on vacation for a little bit. All right. Where did the brown ones go? Here we go. That, and then I also have in my bead shop my favorite spacers, which are these little hishis. I don't know if I want to use those or copper. And I just used them this weekend, and now I don't know where they are. The copper ones, I should say. So maybe we'll just use the antique brass. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Do need a little black in there, but that's a little shiny. I think this is some kind of gemstone. I did just use a hishi this weekend, and of course all my beads get pushed to the side. Don't forget, Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm always live on JTV Extra. So if you want to hang out this Sunday, we'll be doing a new piece over there. I don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll be doing something. That's kind of fun. Serpentine or something. And see, I think the white is a little bit too jarring on there. I do want to get a little bit more black in there. So maybe we'll do 2 different turbines because I just can't. I do have some of these little hishis just hanging out on the side here. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? I did say, oh, good. Lois says, I have the carved birds, so this helps me. I'm so glad you have them because aren't they gorgeous? They've been in there for a few months and I haven't had a chance to make anything with them. So I'm super excited to get a necklace made. I'm trying to find more of these little hishis that are just like hanging out everywhere because I used them on Sunday in my live and now I can't find the rest of them. I might have used them all though. Oh no, they fell on the floor because of course they did. Okay. All right, I think that's good. I think that's good. We'll start with this one. I think we're gonna possibly make 2 necklaces today because I had so many ideas and I rarely get to do lives. I'm gonna try and do them more. I always say that, but then I have a full-time job and she's demanding. So, okay, let's get started. You said I got at least 2 of those birds. I love that for you. If they sell out, I'll try and get more, but I can never promise because those are vintage as well. Let me see if I have any brass jump rings. I do. I don't have like a brass, what's I going to call it? Bail. You know what? I probably actually do have a brass bail somewhere, but I'm not going to start searching for it. Okay. Well, now if you have the bird, you can. There's tons of new beads in the shop that you can pair with it. All right, I'm going to do 1 jump ring, but I might do 2 if they fit because I just really like the look. Makes it look a little bit more substantial. And sorry, we always see that this, when I'm doing a live on Facebook, it's really hard for my camera to focus when I'm on the table like this. Okay, nope, only one's gonna fit. So I'm gonna try and bring this up a little bit. You're just gonna see bead havoc everywhere though. All right, much better. Okay, so only one's gonna fit, totally fine. I'm gonna open this, and remember this comes in 2 different forms. You can get a strand or buy the piece. So let's say you only want 3. Okay, buy 3 instead of 8. I'm gonna use the whole strand though because I love her. This was like when I saw those in the shop or where in the warehouse when I was in I keep wanting to say Tucson, but when I was in Chicago, I like literally grabbed as many as I could handle. And then today I was like, Brittany, when I was listing them, I was like, why did you buy so many? Nobody's gonna buy this many beads from you. But maybe they will. Maybe they will. All right. I'm gonna open this up. I love these turbines so much. They're so gorgeous. They look like candy. That's the thing with Czech glass. You all know I have such a beautiful relationship with Czech glass. It's because they all look like candy and I want to eat them. All of them. All right. Let's see. All right. So I want the hamsa. Where was the other? Oh gosh, I love that brown with that turquoise and that Picasso. Where's my board? It's covered in beads. I have 2 of them actually, and they're both covered in beads. So today we're going boardless. I'll just end up actually just dumping them and then using one on Sunday. It's really funny around here. Okay. Here's my I have so many open strands of these and I can never find one. I need Deb to come help me clean. I've told her a couple times, Deb, we got to clean together, bud. It's a mess over here. I do have beads to pay you. All right. So I'm going to get a little bit of black by each one of my turbines. And then I'm going to get some spacers in there. And then I kind of got to figure out what's going on in the middle, what's going on around the hamsas, because I do want a little bit of space between, like I don't want to put a whole turbine there between them. We know we're going to do a spacer. But I don't know that that'll be enough. Thinking. I don't know if I have any more of these in the shop. But these would be kind of cool with this project too, to get more black in there. Sorry guys, I'm thinking I'm getting like different spacers. I think, okay, so I'm going to start stringing. We're going to wing it because I have no idea what I'm going to do around the hamsas yet. So, oh, we might, do we want to get a little red in there? Maybe. All right, so I'm going to put on a spacer. Okay. Little hishis. These little hishis are from Beauty and the Bead. The black hishis, not the little brass ones. Those are in my bead shop. All right, and then I think what I'm going to do around, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to do 2 brass next to my big focals, just so they kind of stay out, stand out. Oh, no, no, no. I don't like that. I say it and then I just hate it immediately. Okay. No, you're not late. We just started making the necklace, but you did miss the show and tell of all the new gorgeous beads that are in the shop. So I would recommend catching the replay at the end. I put in tons of beautiful vintage Czech glass and some fun stone beads and stuff like that. So check it out if you can later. All right, and right now I'm using some Czech glass focals, whoopsie, and a pendant from my shop to make a necklace. So many of you know that I got a new puppy. I think I was temporarily insane a week ago when I did this. I had convinced myself that Goldie was super lonely and that she needed a dog. And so it's really not my puppy, it's Goldie's puppy. This puppy is very sweet. She is like so lazy. She doesn't do anything, but like she'll have little bursts of energy, but nothing like wild all day long. But she's 10 months old and Goldie is 10 years old. And I don't know what the hell I was thinking. So please pray for me. Oh, thank you. So please pray for me because this dog is so sweet. But like I said, I don't know what on earth I was thinking when I was like, oh yeah, she can come home with us. Like, are you freaking kidding me? A puppy? When I really just wanted to get a lazy, I went there to get an 11-year-old dog, but this woman walked in at the same time as I did, and she got up to the desk first, and she asked for the same dog first. And I was like, oh crap. Well, I had this other dog on my list to look at, and I was like, okay, well, I'll look at this other dog while she's playing with the one I really want. Of course, this lady ends up taking home the one I really want, and I was crushed. And I did sit in that room with this dog for, I want to say half hour, just trying to figure out if it was feasible for Goldie. to play with such a baby dog. And so I had my mom was in the car with Goldie the whole time because I just didn't want Goldie to come in and like start playing with the dog. So I had her bring her in, and they kind of didn't really interact, but there was no like fighting or anything. And I feel like I was hoodwinked by my mother because my mom's like, yeah, we could just take her home. We could just take her. I'm like, okay, yeah, you don't take care of Goldie. You're not going to take care of this dog. Like, I'll be taking care of the dog. But then all of a sudden, I saw my mom walking her around on the leash, and the dog was so cute and well behaved and just absolutely stinking adorable on this leash. I was like, all right, we could take her home. And my mom was so happy. And I think the only one who's not like outwardly happy is Goldie. She is getting used to her. But they're not really playing together. They're just kind of existing together, which is better than I could expect, I think. We're less than a week in. Um, but we've had some interesting stuff going on this whole time. All right. So here's half of the necklace. I'm wondering if I should do this guy here and then move this there because I feel like, I don't know. No, I don't know. I think we're all good. Oh, thanks. I mentioned this ring was handmade by my oldest friend. We've been friends since I was 6 years old. And for my birthday, she sent me this hand-painted ring that she made and a matching necklace. And she actually painted a box too to have them both come in. And she's so talented. Her name is Amy. And she sells them. I'll have to put the link up. I didn't even think about that. But she's so good at what she does. All right, what am I gonna do here? I don't want to do that. Yeah, she does these beautiful paintings too, and she sells prints and originals, and just a talented lady. She's always been into painting. All right, get my little eagle on here. And like I said, I don't know how many eagles are left in the shop. I actually didn't check that. If they're sold out, I'll try and get more. But there are other pendants, tons of other pendants in the shop that you could make this exact same necklace with. And it'd just be not an eagle. All right, I love this color palette. It's so beautiful. With green and black and brass and brown and yellow. She's making me happy. All right, and then I'm just going to do the same thing going up the other side. I love these spacers. I don't know what it is about them. They're just the perfect little spacer to space out your bigger beads. I use them in a lot of different projects, like every project. Probably need to get more because every time I open a strand, I just kind of fling the last one into the ether, and I'm sure one day I'm going to find 15 different half-used strands of these beads in my bead room, if I ever clean it. All right, so then okay, we'll do yellow and black. Okay. I might do those black turbines up the back of this necklace. I'm not sure. Look how big this bead is. I love these. I love these focals so much. Okay, move that down. Gosh, this is a pretty necklace. All right, and then we'll just we just have two more. Get on here. Two more turbines, I should say. I said it a couple times, but I had such a relaxing Thanksgiving with my mom yesterday. She made duck, and I think that was the first time I've had duck. And I will preface this with, I don't like hot turkey. I'll eat a good turkey sandwich, but I don't like hot turkey. So she knew that going in. Last year we had ribs, and she was like, "Well, this year I'll make duck since you don't like you don't like turkey." Well, the duck tasted just like turkey. So I ate it, and I was grateful for her making all the beautiful dishes she made, but, I'm gonna cross that one off my list, unless it's in, like, Chinese food or something, because it just tasted just like turkey to me. So, I ate a little bit of that and then a lot of the sides. My favorite is the green bean casserole, so but she was so sweet. I'm allergic to celery, and she made stuff like, typically, her stuffing has celery in it, so she made me a separate one without celery, and that was so sweet of her. Good question. I don't know how long this necklace is gonna be. All right, we can see how long it is right now, though, because I'm finished with my focals, and I do have several of these left, so I can just put those up the back. Where did I put my... Or I could just get a black bead and put that up the back. I do have these black turbines that I think would be gorgeous up the back as well. So right now we're about 16 inches, a little bit less than 16 inches. I want it to probably be 18 to 20. So I'm just going to put some turbines on the back and call it a day. So that way I don't have to use up another strand of beads. We're going to make, I mean, we've only been on here for 40 minutes. I'm going to make another necklace, probably using this guy, and it's going to be maybe scarily similar to this necklace, but it's going to be totally different. All right, so let's just keep going. I'm just going to, how many turbines? 1, 2, 3. I'll do, I think my strand had one less than the typical ones do, so I'll just do 3 on either side, and that should be enough to make it the length I'd like it to be. And then I can always put an extender on the back. I wish I had more of these. I know I don't, though. I know I don't, because I used them on Saturday or Sunday in a design on JTV Extra. Ooh, where did these come from? Look how cool those are. That would have been really cool. I think these came from GTV. All right, I can make a matching bracelet or something with those. Those are really neat. All right, I'm just going to do these with the brass beads. I'm not going to worry about getting more. Oh. Just trying to think, like, I have 4 of these left. 2 on either side. There we go. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I know you all are very used to it by now. All right, and then we'll put on one more turbine, and then this guy, and then I'll find a bead stopper or something. No bead stoppers. Okay, put a little clamp on there. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is probably my favorite piece I've made in a while. All right. Yeah, I did that right. Last turbine. Okay, and then we'll need to find a clasp and some jump rings and some crips. All right, let's go with this. And then I just had those. Here's a jump ring. Where's another jump ring? And then a clasp. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't realize these were in a wrapper. There we go. And we'll just make sure that doesn't break. Oh, great. I'm so glad you all like it. Okay, so I'm going to put on my, what is this, crimp bead, and then a jump ring. All right, this is the left-hand side, so put that through. Grab our crimping pliers. And squish. Turn 90 degrees and squish again. And squish one more time. I'm just going to put that through a couple of my beads. I really want seafood for dinner. Like, I've been craving it for like 24 hours at this point, so hopefully I can find something. I can't cook. I don't cook, so I gotta find somewhere that offers the seafood that I want. I don't want like fried shrimp or anything like that. Like, I don't know what I want. I gotta start looking it up. Give me some suggestions, everybody. All right, so then we move everything down. We'll put our clasp on our jump ring. Make sure that's closed. And then we'll take our last crimp tube, or crimp bead actually. Come through. Oh. All right, there we go. Come back through there. All of that sounds great, Gloria. And then we will pull. All right, and then making sure, get this guy out of there, making sure that it's kind of loosey-goosey. Pull that. Put that in and squish. And squish. And squish. Oops. Don't over squish. You'll get in trouble. All right, and then we will trim. Necklace number 1 is done. And it looks just how I imagined. Oh, I love her. I love it. Just that pop of yellow, but really just focusing on those gorgeous focals and that beautiful little eagle. I'm going to put this on because I did not put on a necklace today. And then I'm going to keep going. I don't know about you. I don't know what your time budget is today, but I got time. And I haven't made enough jewelry lately for me to be satisfied. So, oh my gosh, this looks great. All right, so I'm going to flip it around so you can see it on me, and then we'll come back down to the board again. Hold on 1 second. So, get my hair out of the way. There we go. Doesn't that look great with this dress? Oh my gosh, I love it. And then I have more of these beads. I have more of everything, so I can make a bracelet, or I can use my citrine because the citrine matches to make a Buddha. Where did the Buddhas go? Buddha bracelet. I think that was something I said I was getting into the shop tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I pushed everything to the side like I always do, and we've lost the Buddhas. Here they are. Sorry, you're seeing like a close-up on my mouth. Thank you. So like these are going into the shop tomorrow, but if I just did a really cute little Buddha bracelet, oh yeah, that's happening. that's happening. And then I have lost what I was looking for. Oh, I have like a Buddha drawer of all my fun sacred Buddhas that I love so much. And this guy is just so happy. And look how big he is. I don't sell these, unfortunately, because I haven't been able to find them. But we might be doing that. But here's my new necklace. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm so happy. Okay, so let's make the next necklace. Why not? We can, I mean, I don't know that they're going to go together, but we can make another one. All right, I'm going to get you back down to the mat. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Let's see. Am I going to use this guy? Thank you, everybody. You're so sweet. I don't know. Okay. We have these gorgeous, I want to do black, red, cream, and mustard on this one. So the other one was like green, turquoise, mustard, black. These actually look really good. Let me get this up a little bit. These actually look really good together. And I swear I didn't plan that. This one could be a longer one if I did the ankh. I did a long necklace. Yeah, I'm so, like, red jasper is also my favorite one besides citrine and turquoise. But yes, citrine is my second favorite one because it's my birthstone. And I just had, oh, here it is. Gosh, that's pretty. Like, my plan was not to use either one of these on the necklace. My plan was to use this one, these two, these, and these are going in this. I keep reminding you, the Buddhas are going in tomorrow, but I will combine shipping. Where did my other, oh, there's the rest of these. Oy, oy, oy. And then I could do this one, like this could be a third necklace. All different, all like the same color family, but like all different. Does that make sense? Like I'm pulling in colors from other pieces. Dalmatian jasper would be really cute too. There's some looser turbines. I'm gonna use those before I use this nice strand. This. No worries, Terry K. You got to watch the replay because I just made a necklace, though. Now we're on necklace number 2. We're happy you're here, though. These would be really fun with the ankh. Like, do you see, like, we're doing the same color vibes, but if you want a smaller necklace, you could go with the little Buddha, or if you want a bigger necklace, we could go with the ankh. Like, there's no rules. We can do 2 more necklaces if we want. All right, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to start, and then we're just going to get going. Okay, okay. Hopefully y'all are having fun and not thinking I'm just ridiculous, because that could be both. Having fun and thinking I'm ridiculous. I think there are also some 6mm citrines left in my shop too. I don't have any 6mm citrines here, but I think there are some in the shop. All right. Let's get going. So that last one, aw, thanks, Kelly. Well, we still have 2 necklaces to make, so it won't end anytime soon. That last one that I made that I'm wearing because I love it so much had big focals, and that was like the big to do on that necklace. This one's not going to have big focals. Like we're going to still have a couple of the Buddhas on it, but this one's going to be very different compared to how that other one like came together, because those big turquoise beads really did it, right? We're using smaller beads on this one. Who knows? Who knows what else is going to pop up? Okay, so I love my little Buddha. We're using mainly the black turbines as the anchor color on this necklace, I think. And we might use more hamsas than we did on the other one. The other one I did 2, but I kind of want to do at least 4 on this one because I just really love them. Oh, that red is so pretty as just a pop. Oh, I love it. No worries, Kim. Glad you're here. We're using some Czech glass today. All new beads that just hit my shop. Well, they're actually not new. A lot of them are vintage. All right. So as you can see, I'm wanting the black to be the dominant color, so I'm spacing the red so the red doesn't overpower the black. So I'm doing two turbines. Was doing 2 turbines versus one red bead. Oh, good. I love that you love it, Terry K. All right, and this is gonna go so well with this ring. Oh, I love it. All right, now, I just kind of like how simple this one is without the yellow. Do we need a yellow? I don't think we need the yellow. Oh, the yellow actually is really cute. All right. What if I just did one yellow with a red on either side? Yep. Just like I did on the other necklace, just one yellow to kind of bring that pop up, and it brings a little bit more of the gold up from our little Buddha. How do we feel about it? Do we need the yellow? Should I don't have a cream Buddha. I have this black one, but that doesn't work. I'm thinking I kind of like it. Like these other Buddhas I got, they're plastic. They're too big. Let's see. Yes, the red beads are in my shop, Lori. I'm sorry I didn't see your question until just now. I like this. Okay, you say the yellow is nice. Okay, good. And then I open these up. I'm trying to decide, do we even need these? But they are actually really cool. I really like the darkness of the black. I don't know that I want to break that up anymore. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys like that little yellow Buddha. I think I really loved these, but I think I'm going to leave those out and we'll just do something else with those. Sometimes you just got to realize that the vision changes, okay? The vision changes. All right. Lots of spacers because that's my kryptonite. I love these little guys. They really pull it together. I think I have these in a couple colors right now. I know I have them in copper. I know I have them in, I think there's some brassless. There might be some in black, and I'm not quite sure if I have antique silver. But there are definitely different spacers throughout the entire shop. So make sure you're looking at everything when you're checking out. Plus, like I said, I'll combine your shipping anytime you check out between now and Monday. Because today's orders aren't going to start shipping until Monday, and then you might even have more time. Because if you buy it before I ship your other one, I'm most likely going to see it and be like, oh, they want to combine shipping. Okay. Unless you ship to 2 different addresses, then I can't combine. All right. So we're going to get going here. That makes me happy. Now I can make a bracelet or something with these. because I just love them so much. When I saw them, I was like, I need to grab as many as these as I can. Because first of all, the price was amazing. They're $4 for that strand of 25 of these guys. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, these are my favorite spacer. I use them pretty much before anything else, if I can. Probably need to order more because I use them so much. I keep myself in business. All right, then our Buddha. I will be sending out an email with today's items that we added, but then once I get new items into the store, I'll probably send out a second email tomorrow afternoon or evening, probably evening because it takes me so long to get things in the shop, with the new Buddha editions and like whatever else beads I can get in there. I know I have some magnesite that I really want to get in there. Guys, I have so much Czech glass that I want to get in there. It's ridiculous. All right, and then we're going to go into our hamsas. And these are double-sided, so you don't have to worry about which side you're putting on. And they come in 4-piece packs. There we go. This one came together so quickly compared to the last one, even though I feel like the last one came together pretty quickly too. Do I want to do 2 or just 1? Let's see how it goes. Oh no, just 1. I didn't expect to get 3 necklaces out of today, but I'm for sure about to make one with this hamsa and the bone or horn beads, or hamsa, the ankh, and the horn beads, the citrine, and the ceramic tabs. Love them. This must be my fall or autumn color palette. The black, cream, red, mustard, brass. What a fun color palette. And I will make these so that I can wear them together. So one's going to be much longer than, well, maybe not much longer, but one's going to be longer than the other. All right, let's see. More spacers. Kind of scared to brave the stores today, even though it's, I guess, I don't think a lot of people are going to be in the grocery stores. Do you? I don't know. Oh, look, I messed that up. Thankfully, I just caught it. I know, like, Walmart's probably not the best place to go today, but the grocery store, Aldi should be good, right? Please encourage me. I do need to get groceries. Up by the clip. I see more, must be more ceramic. These ones? Yes, I have 2 different versions of these ceramic beads. So this one's bright, like not bright red, but like a nice cranberry dark red, like scarlet. And then this one is a neutral with, some have spots, that tan, cream, green, brown. Hopefully that's the one you were talking about. Spacer. And then just a quick reminder, I am doing a whatnot tomorrow. I haven't started it yet, but I will put links out for the whatnot tomorrow. It's not going to be, there might be some Czech glass, but it's not going to be Czech glass. It's for Small Business Saturday. I will have some cool stuff. Gemstones. What else? Some, I actually don't know what. Bone. Probably some horn. And then whatever else I can find. I might do some like, I don't know if people are interested in some bead soups. Like I have tons of gemstones that I could just put in like little 2-ounce bags or something. I don't know. We'll see. I just have stuff that I need to get out of this house, and whatnot is the best way to do that. All right. So now we'll do 2. Okay, got it. Right. 2 of these. And then I'll have to see how long this is and then see how I want to finish it off. Ooh, another color that would be really cool in here is teal. I didn't even think about that. I don't know that it's showing. It's looking very blue on the board, but this looks really good with these colors. All right, one of these. Terry K, you got this. You can do it. And just come hang out. You don't have to buy anything. It's fun. We get a little crazy, a little nuts. All right. Love this. Love her. This is so fun. And it's got the same elements as the last necklace, but it's a completely different vibe. All right. Well, I only made one other necklace so far. I have one more coming up, but yeah, check out the replay. It'll be available pretty much right after I finish this one. So let me see how long this is so far. I might need to add more of the turbines. So just a quick note, I'm using 2 strands of these turbines. I did not just use 1 strand. All right, so we're at about 16 inches long. Pretty much need a couple more. Do I want to do some of these? Nope. I'll just use some more turbines. I'm going to do like 2 more turbines on either side. I might have used 2.5 strands of these turbines, but I love them so much. All right. Clamp. All right, and then we'll see. I'm going to just test this out to be the length, see if it's the length I really want. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. One side has a clamp on it, the other one doesn't. If I drop something like this, I would just walk away. Yeah, that's long enough. How fun that is. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Okay. I might make an earring. Some Buddhas. So just get some of those out. Okay. Crimps. Clasp. Okay, we'll put on, and I just got to see, this is the left side, so I'm just going to put on a crimp and my jump ring. There we go. Squish. Squish again. Squish one more time. Come through a couple of these beads. And snip. Move everything down. And then I can always, like, if I'm like later, like, dang it, I wish I would have made that longer. Just put a extender on it. You'll be fine. I have like jerry-rigged so many extenders in my life. Oh, look, I almost made a mistake. Almost had two little beads next to each other. Little Easter egg in there. I've put like different, like when I'm traveling and a necklace breaks or something, which inevitably something like a jump ring is going to come off or something like that. Like I will Frankenstein my jewelry in the middle of my hotel room with my fingernails because I never think to bring a toolkit with me when I'm traveling for something other than work. All right. And then we'll come through here. But then there's this, sometimes I'm like, oh, I've never worn this dress before and that necklace would look great with it, but it's too long or it's too short. You can figure it out. You don't have to change it. You just tie it in a knot or, oh, it would help if we put on a crimp bead. Yeah, I love it too. It's a native ring and a native made, and I just, I love it so, so much. I have my eyes on another one, but unfortunately, it's not the right size, and I don't want to pay to have it be resized. And my clasp just went shooting across the place. All right, we'll have to make another clasp. I forgot to put on my crimp tube. That's why it went shooting down the onto the floor. Is anybody interested in seeing how to make these into earrings since they're top drilled? Let me know. All right, let's try this. I cannot believe I've been doing this for over an hour. It feels like 15 minutes. Not this specific necklace, but our live today. It feels like we haven't been on here that long. No problem, Kelly. I'll try and get to that. But I want to get this second necklace done, or third necklace done after this one. All right, let's come through here. A couple of our beads. Okay, good. I will make a pair of earrings before we're done. I'm sure there's tons of different ways that we can use them too, but I'll try and do at least one design with the Buddhas and one design with the hamsas. Hi, Dawn. All right, we're gonna get this into there and squish and turn 90 degrees. That was a very confident squish, by the way. And squish again. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. Trim. Here's necklace number 2. She's so pretty. I love her. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I have to make a bracelet that matches this. Actually, I'm going to make bracelets that match all 3 necklaces. All right, I'm going to switch back to my face and then we'll make necklace 3. All right, so here is necklace 1 that we made, which I'm still crushing on. She's so gorgeous. Aw, thanks, Kelly. You know what? Unfortunately, I just have not been pumping out videos like I want to lately. I am several months behind on so many bead boxes. I feel like terrible because I love them and they're sitting in my house and I haven't opened them. And that's not me. You guys know that was like my favorite thing to do. And eventually I'll get back to it. But I would love to be doing this full time, but we need health insurance. So I have a full-time job that takes care of that. So there's number 2. She's amazing. Also matches the dress. I was going for a vibe today. Oh, I love it. Oh, and the little Buddhas are right just above my collarbone, so they're still visible. Even if I have my hair down, they're not getting lost. How cute. Oh, I literally couldn't be happier. So this next necklace that I'm going to make with the ankh, I think I'm going to make it so we can wear them together or separately. So we're going to do the ankh. We're going to do, what other beads did I want to do with this one? I had maybe more red beads. I do have the carnelian. Carnelian and the citrine are both in my shop. 8 and 10 millimeter in carnelian, 6 and 12 millimeter in citrine. And then I have the these batik horn focals. I think they're in packs of 4. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then this Ankh. And then what else can we? Oh, this was it. Okay, so maybe not the carnelian. We were gonna get these. These are in the. I don't know how many left are these because I know somebody bought 3 right before I went live. Do you think I should do the ceramic beads? Hi, Anita. No worries. You can catch the replay. We've already made 2 necklaces, but we're making 1 more, and then we're gonna be making some earrings too. All right, I need a vote. Everybody, how you feeling? Do you want to do the ceramic beads or the carnelian? Because they're not quite the same color. I mean, I think that we could get them to work, but let's wing it. Do we ever do anything but wing it? All right, I'm gonna get you back down to the board here. I'm so thirsty. I should have grabbed water before I came out here. Okay, let's see. You love the ceramic. I love the ceramic too. I love the carnelian. Okay, Terry K said ceramic. All right, we'll put the carnelian down. I'm trying to force it, and I shouldn't force it. It didn't work. Fun thing about this is you can use them all, or you can use them just one at a time. They're such great focals. They are vintage. I think they're all hand painted in China. All right, I will come back to that guy. And I want to get, because I've had these and I have not used them yet. So I love these bigger batik horn beads. They're just absolutely amazing. Okay. I'm just going to use 6 of those, and I'll have 3 left. I think there's strands of 9. Yeah, I'll have 3 left. That's really pretty. Oh, good. Well, here maybe you'll get an idea. I also have these guys. Oh, no, not gonna work. Sorry, I'm going through my personal brass drawer here. No. Wrong color. Yeah, these are cool. I know that's a huge bead. Let's just let it happen. I don't know if we'll get them in there, but I really, really want to. Where did my other one go? Oh, here it is. I actually don't know how many are left, but there were a few, at least. This one's a little funkier, I think, than the last one that we did. Where's my citrine? Sorry, you guys can't really see back there, but I'm putting some citrine back there to get more in. What did I want to do? Some bead caps. Nope, that's not gonna work. That's okay. That's okay. Now, this is not gonna work because these are a little bit smaller than the whole. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Hey, Diana, glad you're here. I did have a good Thanksgiving. Hope you did too. Yeah, I got those from some Indian wholesaler. So they wholesale from India. I don't know. I didn't buy enough. And when tariffs kicked in, I just didn't I didn't want to pay to have them come here and then pass on that price to you guys. That wouldn't be fair. Do I like the squiggles or do I like these a little bit more? Hey, no, we'll go with squiggles. So if tariffs ever get rolled back, maybe we can get these into the shop, but I don't want to pass that price on to everybody. Oh, too dark or too bright. Yeah, there we go. So small. This necklace is funky. I don't know if I'm feeling it. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's do another citrine. I don't know. You know what? Whatever. I'm going to use some, I think we're going to use some nylon cord for this. Can I get this? This thicker cord. I wonder if I can get this through a Czech glass bead. I can. Woohoo! Things are working out. That's when you know you're in the right path. When things start working out, when you're like, I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, it'll work. All right, so I'm going to put on my spacers now. I will probably have to like trim this throughout because it'll start fraying. You can use super glue, you can use wax, whatever, to keep that in line, but I'm too lazy. Okay, good, Carrie K. You know what? They can't all be winners, but I try. So if I don't like this one, big deal. I'll take it apart. But I really do love how funky it is. All right, where's the hole? Oh, there it is. You can always knot this too. Okay, now we're going to get our first tab. That's what I'm calling these ceramic beads. The tabs. And you know what? If I get these big chunky monkeys on there and I'm like, oh, that's not really what I was looking for. Okay, I'll admit it. I'll take them off. And then we'll just add in more of the ceramic beads. Look how pretty that is so far. Like, you can make a bracelet like that too. I don't have them in the store, unfortunately. Like I said, they came from in India, a wholesaler in India, and I got them before tariffs kicked in, and then tariffs kicked in, and I don't feel like they're affordable enough for me to put them in my shop right now. Maybe in the future. I think I need two citrines. Oh, good. Glad to hear that, Diana. All right. Do I like that? I don't know that I'm feeling the 2. We'll see how this looks. Oh, cool, Bridget. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, and then we're going to go into this guy. Here's the big test. This is the one that I'm not too sure about. Oh no, I freaking love it. She's staying on. I'm happy now. Okay, the vision has visioned. Okay. All right, we'll just kind of finish this off and then I'll get to the earrings. I don't know how I'm going to finish the back of this off. I might just tie it. Goldie is thoroughly annoyed with how long this is taking. Oh my goodness, I would have loved that too, Katie. All right. They're getting along fine. They kind of just exist. Like today I got a couple pictures of them closer than I have like just sleeping by each other. But Goldie has snapped at the puppy twice. Once was just a little growl, but last night was a full-on snap. But this, I will caveat that with, Goldie had just had a seizure like an hour beforehand, not even. So, and the puppy was all up in her grill. And I think Goldie was just like, we're not having that. So she was very over it. But today they're doing really well. And right now the puppy's with my mom on a walk. So Goldie's getting some alone time. And I did take the puppy over to my mom when I took a shower earlier because I didn't trust her to be alone in my house. Yeah, Goldie has seizures like once every month or so, every other month. Just depends on, I don't know what causes them, but she just, there's no real schedule for them. She is on some kind of medication, but it's not for seizures. She's on gabapentin, but they haven't put her on an actual seizure medication because we would have to check her liver levels every so often, and that's first of all invasive for her and expensive. And she's not having seizures every day, and they're not like impacting her quality of life other than she's out of commission for like 20 minutes. If she was, limping or anything like that, then I would reassess. And that's kind of what my vet agreed to as well. They were like, yeah, right now we just probably don't even need to do that. But, if it ever gets worse, I will absolutely put her on the right kind of medication. All right. Oh, some of these have little tiny holes. Oh, well, I certainly am obsessed with them enough to be the best mom ever. Like, I get worried. I'm like I was saying earlier today, I was like, I don't know if I made the right choice with getting Opal because I don't know how Goldie's feeling, but Opal's happy. Opal's just happy to be here. She really loves it. She is very happy-go-lucky, but it's funny because she's very serious dog, just like Goldie, but she gets happy. Like she'll get really excited and stuff. But she's very serious. Like she'll just stare at me and make sure I'm not moving or leaving or doing anything that I shouldn't be doing. And now Goldie's talking and Goldie's coming in here trying to get some attention. I gotta cut this. Yes, I hear you, bud, but we are working. I can't help you right now. Maybe a little bit later. Oh, yeah, of course. Goldie only plays with one toy, and Opal won't touch any of the other toys except for the one that Goldie plays with. Goldie will not play with any other toy there in the house. I've bought this dog numerous toys over the years, and she will not play with any of them except for one donut. Guess who only will play with the donut too? Opal. Opal is a Chihuahua mix. We don't know what other kind of dog, and I don't know that we'll be able to find out. But she looks like an Italian Greyhound, like, but I don't know. Oops, I messed that up. We have two spacers there. Citrine. I love these citrines. They're so pretty. But she literally could be any kind of breed. I just don't know. She looks very serious, though. Okay. Yep, she has huge ears. They look like little car doors, and they stay standing up. Yeah, Terry, basically I was hoodwinked, and I feel like I tricked myself into getting this dog. Basically, I had convinced myself Goldie was lonely and needed a pet of her own, and we went to I actually went to two different rescues. The first one, the first dog I picked out was very cute, and they said she was 13 years old, but when they pulled her out, she seemed like a puppy, and she was a miniature Australian Shepherd. And she looked like a Chihuahua, but they were like, no, she's a miniature Australian Shepherd, which I didn't even know was a thing. She was gorgeous. I was like, no, her energy level's way too high for my dog. And they were like, well, at least you know that. Thanks for stopping by. And I was like, okay, I'll come back if there's anything else. And then we went to the APL, or not the APL, the Humane Society. And the first dog that I wanted to see was an 11-year-old Chihuahua who was just very docile, but some woman walked up the exact same time I did, and she got to them before I did and wanted to see her, and she ended up taking her home. And I was hanging out with, at that time, Opal's name was Doe, in the room, like hanging out with her for half an hour, trying to see if this woman would let me see this other dog, and of course she didn't. So then I was like, by that point, Opal was just so sweet, and I had my mom come in from the car with Goldie and see if they got together or if they could get along. I had to leave the room because Goldie wouldn't leave me alone. And then Goldie just really didn't pay attention to her, but they were doing fine. Like, they weren't snapping at each other. They weren't, you know, being mean or anything. And I was just like, okay, we can take this one home. Like I said, I feel like I got hoodwinked, but it's my own fault because I was the one who said yes, and I was the one who signed all the paperwork and paid the donation fees. So at any point I could have said no, and I did not. So anyway, that's the story of Opal. She is here to stay. She's 10 months old. Goldie is 10 years old, and we're all learning to live together. So I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason. And Opal was very docile and is very docile. All she does is sleep all day. She just wants to hang out. If I'm not in the room, she's looking for me. If I take her over to Grammy's, she'll stare me down until I'm out of her sight. She's very much like Goldie in that situation. She does not want to be away from mom. She's still learning to potty train. She's doing pretty good, but you know, we've had an accident a day in the kitchen, thankfully, not anywhere else. But she knows what outside means now. She knows what, I don't know that she knows what potty means. She's learning to understand what hungry means. That means dinner. And she does know what treat means. She's getting her English together. All right. One. Treat. Yeah, she's such a sweetie. She is such a sweetie. The only I just am not a person who would ever rehome an animal, but the only way that would ever happen is if she bullied Goldie for some reason, you know, because Goldie's number one. But so far I haven't seen too much bullying. She does kind of push Goldie over a little bit when she wants attention, or they're outside or something, but I've kind of been able to nip it in the bud, and I think it'll be okay. All right, so then we need 3 citrines, and then we'll kind of see how we are on length. But that's also the reason I wanted a very small dog. I wanted a dog that was smaller than Goldie, but unfortunately, it's very hard to find, especially if I want to adopt. I'm not really a dog shopper. I don't really want to breed a dog. I wanted to rescue one, and for very good reason. The little ones go fast, right? So, unfortunately, I couldn't find one that was smaller than Goldie. Goldie is like 6-7 pounds, and Opal's 10. She's a little bit bigger. This necklace is cool. I gotta tell you, I was worried, but I really wanted to get some of these focals in here because I just love them. This necklace is like all focals, but these focals, because they've been in the shop for a while and a lot of people bought them, but I don't think a lot of people are aware of them. And they're just so cool. And I actually got more, so I have to put more in the shop. So if they sell out, don't worry, more will be there, and I'm combining shipping for any orders between now and Monday. Thank you, Diana. It's very fall color palette. Yeah, she's over at Grammy's because I don't trust her to be able to not chew on everything in the bead room. All right, let's see how long this is. I don't think it's long enough, but let me take off the other necklace. And put it next to this one. Oh yeah, that's so cool. These two together. These are like boutique necklaces. I need to start selling my jewelry, guys. I got too much in the house, but this is not going to be sold. Oh yeah, that's so cool. That is so cool. All right, I think I just need a few more citrines up the back. Oh, these are so neat. All right, so just a few citrines. I think we're going to go, I'm going to try like 3 more on either side, and then I think we'll be good. Thanks, everybody. You know what? At first I was real worried, but I'm like so happy it played out because this kind of like that citrine and the batik on the horn kind of take place of that mustard look, and I really just think it looks great. I need to get some big, like long black dresses so I can just showcase. Oh gosh, I messed up. So I can just showcase my necklaces. I always think about that when I'm shopping and I get these brightly colored dresses. I'm like, what necklace am I going to wear with this thing? Oh, thank you so much. I think that's Rebecca. Well, everything but the squiggles are in my shop on both of these necklaces. If they're sold out, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's happening right now. Okay. Obviously, I actually don't sell the stringy material either. So this is Eslon, but this one's actually a thicker Eslon. I think this is like 0.8 millimeter or 1 millimeter Eslon. I think this is the only one in, oh no, I have this in turquoise as well. But I got this at Bead World. I think I got it at Bead World in Phoenix, which they have their own website. But you can find Eslon anywhere, really. And then we'll go into an earring after this. But I'm going to have to figure out what way I'm going to, I mean, I might just tie it onto a clasp. Oh, I got to trim again. I don't know what I'm going to do. Or find a knot cover. Maybe this will be a big enough knot. I'll find a big enough knot cover for this. I still am an autumn hater, but I can deal with mustard. Like, I don't think of it. You all can think of it as autumn. I'm just going to think of it as I don't know. I'm delusional, obviously. Just let me have my delusion. All right. Oh, I didn't do this one's all frayed up. Oy. There we go. And then I'll have to look, like I said, for a knot cover, or maybe I'll just tie it onto the clasp. Who knows? Okay. I'm gonna hold this up to my neck. Hopefully I don't drop it. Oh my gosh, this necklace is so cool. Yeah, that's cool. That is so cool. I love it. All right, so let me look at my stash to see if we have a knot cover that'll work. Or a clot or something, whatever. Here we go. A couple different colors. All right, hopefully that'll fit. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so what I'm going to do, just put that through, kind of move that down a little bit. And then I'm just going to do, aw, thanks, flowers. I'm a equal opportunity bead lover, so we love gemstones here, love glass, ceramic, even a resin, plastic, acrylic, whatever. We love them here, so I'm glad that you've gotten into gemstones more. I love that. All right, so I'm just doing a knot, hence the knot cover. I'll see if I can find some glue. If I don't have any glue, I'm not too worried about it. This is not going to come out. I'm going to do 2 knots here. Okay. Apparently I have a new GS Hyposmet because I don't know where my old one is. That's very on brand. Okay, where did the knot go? Here we go. I'm just gonna dab it and do not need a lot because this is gonna be covered anyway. Aw, that's so sweet. I did not know that about you, Diana. I knew you were doing scrapbooking stuff before, but I didn't know you didn't do jewelry until me. That makes me happy. I love that I'm bringing that into people's lives because it's my favorite thing on earth. Okay, and then I'm just gonna trim a little bit here. I really don't care if you can see it out of the knot cover because nobody's gonna look at that. Nobody's gonna be like, let me see how you finish that necklace off, unless it's one of my crazy bead friends. And they know that I love them. That's why I'm calling them crazy bead friends. So we're gonna close that up. There's a little bit hanging out here. I can just burn that later if I want to, but that's gonna leave room for me to have a jump ring at the end to clasp with. So now I'm gonna move everything down. Everything down. And this one doesn't really matter if you're doing loosey-goosey or straight or whatever, because it's nylon. It's not going to snap or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to put this through here. Now, the second one always is a little bit more difficult than the first one because you got to get it close to your beads. You got to get that knot in there, and there might be a little bit of give. But I'm going to move that all the way down. And I'm actually going to hang this. So you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing for the most part. But let me see if I can find it. Oh, no. I was gonna look for my knotting pliers. Gosh, we don't know where those are. All right, so I've got everything hanging, and I'm gonna take my little needle nose crimping pliers, and I'm gonna do a knot. Maybe. Doing this with a camera in front of my face is a little difficult. All right, and then I'm gonna go through my knot and come down and grab my nylon right next to my knot cover and then pull. So that helps me walk that knot down there. That's what my my knotting pliers would typically do, but I don't know where those are, which is also on brand. And we'll slide that knot down as far as we can. This one only has one knot. I could do a second one, but I'm not gonna, it's just not gonna matter. I'm gonna put in a little dab of glue. Which my necklaces don't get that much wear because I have so many of them. So I probably wouldn't even need to do the glue, but it's for my peace of mind. And then we'll trim. And then we'll close. Careful closing these because sometimes they can split and then you'd have to restring your entire thing because you've already cut. Okay, so I need a couple of jump rings. Can't believe we're coming up on 2 hours here, and I still gotta make earrings. And a clasp. Now this necklace is double-sided, so I don't care what side I'm putting the clasp on. Okay, and just make sure that clasp works. It does. Come through here. Oops. You want to come through both loops. There we go. This is so far away from what I thought I was going to make today, but I'm like so excited. So I made 2 things that I pretty much envisioned, and then this one's just like, hello, surprise, we're popping out of your brain today. Welcome to Earth. All right, and then we've got the clasp situation. Look at her. Look at that. That is so much fun. I cannot wait to post pictures of this one. That makes me so happy. All right, so I'm going to switch back up to my face. We'll look at this one and then we'll make a pair of earrings. Ooh. We're dropping it. We're dropping it. Okay. Ugh. That's up too high. I'll have to show you a little bit lower in a second. So come through here. All right, so you can kind of see the ankh. There we go. And then we'll have this one. All that garbage in the back. It's all beads, by the way. Look at that. That's something special. Like, that's amazing. If I was just wearing this dress, I probably wouldn't wear both of these. I mean, I could still pull it off. I would probably just wear this one. But if I was wearing like a black dress or a cream dress or a red dress or a yellow dress, just that would be so fun together. And then we have just this one if I just want to wear that one. I'm happy. I got 3 cool necklaces. Here's the other one. Thanks, Terry K. This one would actually be pretty cool with the ankh one too. I'm happy. I'm happy. I got 3 cool pieces. All right, let's make some earrings. Let's make some earrings. All right, so I keep thinking like, how do I do this when I move the camera back and forth? Because it's different from when I do it on JTV. So I want to do 2 different earrings. One with the hamsa, one with, where's the other? Let's do this one. One with the Buddha. I get this up a bit. so cute. I love this little guy. All right. Oh, now we need... Now, I don't know if these are the same triangle. I don't think these are the same triangles I have in the shop, but I do have triangle... I think I have brass and copper, or silver and copper. I can't remember. There's triangles in the shop somewhere. I don't remember what size they are. Obviously, I put that in the shop, but the description. Just think that's a cool little spacer. Put on my... All right, I lied. I don't think that's cool. Hot Mess Express. All right, do I think this guy's too big? No. I love that. Oh, one moment. These are very thin gauge headphones. I don't know where the heck these came from. Okay, so we've got a little Buddha charm. Again, these Buddhas are going into the shop tomorrow or later tonight sometime. I didn't have time to do them before the live. Along with some other charms. These Buddha charms are going in tonight or tomorrow too. And I'm definitely going to be making myself a set of bracelets for these 3 necklaces that I made today. Where's my wire? Pretty sure this is 24 gauge wire. No, they're not heavy at all. No. Good question. Okay, we'll trim that. Oh yeah, that's cool. I love that. One of my neighbors is playing very loud Michael Jackson at the moment. I guess it could be worse. Aw, thank you. So sweet. All right. I'll trim that. All right, woo-saw moment, because I just trimmed the loop and not the wire. You know, live TV's a heck of a thing. You're on a roll, and then you get humbled real quick. Okay, one more time. Let's try it this way this time. Typically, if I did that in one of my videos, it'd be edited out. I would also be cussing. Can't do that on live TV either. All right, now we'll slip on our Buddha. And trim it, don't trim the wrong thing. There we go. I think we all have one. It's just not that fun. I might get demonetized, Terry. All right. All right, cut the right wire. Cut. I feel like I'm defusing a bomb. Cut the right wire, not the wrong wire. There we go. I love it. Very funky, very artistic, very eclectic, very on brand. Love it. All right, so there's that guy, but I'm sure this is the one that you really want to know about. So I'm going to take my 24 gauge wire. I think this is 24 gauge. And thank you, Kelly. Slide this through. And I'm going to bring up both ends of my wire. Okay, and then you have two options. I'm going to go with the easier option today because that's probably the one that you want to know. But you could just wire wrap one of these around the other one. I'm just going to twist them because that gets the job done much more quickly and much more easily. And we're trying to avoid the blue language, right? The blue air. Now you can keep going with them twisted. I'm just going to do this. Create a loop as if there's just one wire there. Walk that down and then we'll come around. Okay. Trim that in the back. And you can turn that loop whichever direction you want it to be. And this is a great way to make a pendant. Like if you, obviously it's already a pendant because it's like a brulette, but you can make it into a pendant. You can make it into a charm. Like you wanted to hang it on a bracelet, make it into a charm. It was so easy. That was like the easiest it's ever been for me. Now, before you make this loop, let's say you didn't want to do a loop like that. You do this, do your twist. Keep twisting. This is, I think, 24 gauge, Anita. If 24 gauge is too big for your beads, try 26, but I think it's 24. And then before, I don't know if the twist will go through this bead. Yeah, before, I see I didn't do it the right way, but I'm doing this pretty quickly. Before you do your loop, you can just put your bead on and then do your loop. So two different items or two different ways to do the same bead as a charm or a pendant. In case you were worried about how the heck are you going to use these hamsas since they're top drilled. Well, I like the way that they're top drilled because I like using them as beads on my necklaces like that, but you can also use them as charms. Those are so cute. Although I didn't use these two beads together in my first necklace. It's okay. It's okay. What do we have here? Do we have another? Could use a big, like that under a big citrine. I don't think I have any more turbines, but let's go with that. And then I'm gonna find this guy. Oh, I did that backwards. you believe it? We made 5 pieces of jewelry. 2 earrings, 3 earrings, 6 pieces of jewelry, 3 earrings, 3 necklaces. I'm happy. Same color palette for everything. Although I didn't get any turquoise into any earring, but that's a first. Look at those. Aren't those fun? I'm happy. Are you all happy? Okay, I'm going to flip back up to my face. How long? We've been going 2 hours exactly. 2 hours. My goodness. So here's this necklace set. Love that. Oh yeah, everybody have a good holiday weekend. Me too, Anita. I'm like obsessed with mustard at the moment. Mustard and cranberry. So here's our, I guess I didn't put on earring wires, but you see all these beads? This is all beads. It's not trash. It's literally beads and bags and stuff. So here's the first earring. No worries, Debbie. You can catch the replay. We made 6 pieces of jewelry. Here's the, oh, I love this one. I might need to, I always make myself a pair and then I never wear the earring. So cute. And then here's our little Buddha. Buddhas are going in tomorrow. I know I've said it 100 times, but I know I'll get an email like, where are the Buddhas? That's okay. You can email me. But I love them. I'm so happy. So here's the 2 necklace set and then the other necklace we made. All of these beads, except for these squiggle beads, are in my bead shop. Every single one of them. If they're sold out, I'm sorry. Well, I'll get some new stuff in there. I'm trying so hard to get everything in that I need to get in there, but I'm just one girl and who has a full-time corporate day job. So, but look, here's the first one we made today. Oh, I love these. These are the focals. These are sold either individually or an 8-piece strand. And then, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm so happy everybody loved the color palette we went with today. It's not one of my traditional ones. Very, very happy you all were able to join me. If you didn't get to see everything, watch the replay. I would love for you to do that. Share, like, subscribe. Let's see if we can get Goldie to come back. Goldie, you want to see everybody say bye-bye? Goldie, come here. I'm hearing, I think she's moving. Goldie, come on. Hi, come here. Come here. Come here. Everybody wants to say hi to you. Oh, here we are. My little baby. Yes, she will always be the baby, even though we now have an actual baby. Well, not actual like human baby, but a puppy. This one's always going to be the baby. Yeah. It's funny, they both have a stripe on their forehead too. Yeah. She's my best friend ever. Yes. So thanks everybody for joining. Turquoise.Street Beads is where you can find everything that I showed today. And give me suggestions for what you'd like to see going forward. I have tons of beads that need to get into the shop, but if you see something in the shop that you want to see a video for, let me know. Tomorrow I will have a live whatnot sale. Probably the beads that I'm showing today are not going to be in that. It's going to be bone, gemstones, chevrons, glass, like just random stuff. And then Sunday I'll be live on JTV Extra. So lots of times to hang out. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.